Alrighty, well, it's May the something. It's a Saturday, and this is going to be day one. I thought I'd start with a couple of nights solo. So we're out here, out in front. You can see Flatland Island, and the mountains in the back are the hills up there on Pie Island. Heading out that way, Thompson Island, South McKellar Island. See behind me, just where I'm launching from. And it's just a little weird to me. I'm going up for a solo trip. My boat is empty. I brought everything I wanted to bring. All sorts of stuff, including a frying pan on this trip, and I didn't even really bother to pack it properly, but there's still tons of room in the hull, and in the back there's enough gaping space that things are going to be rolling around back there. The cameras never really capture it, but you can see here through this little point, that's open water out there, and there's some big waves coming in. Well, here we are, all packed up and ready to go. Kayak's loaded, sitting on its pool noodles. Start heading in that direction, make my way over to the top of the island, closer to Thunder Bay, and around the top side of it. And still a bit of whitecaps out there, but we'll see what happens. So, here we are all ready to go. Got my sun hat, got my C-Specs glasses, and I'm off we go. We'll just give you a quick look around here. A little bit of chop coming in. Out there it's going to get kind of messy. But I'm weather vaning pretty bad here right now, so I'm going to get back to paddling. And so I made it to the sort of leeward side of the island. So I'm in a nice quiet bay here. I was supposed to go off more towards where the pate is on Pie Island there. Go around the other side, but it got really windy. And I came out here to relax for the first couple of days before I met up with Chris, because he's a hell of a paddler. And he really loves to get out there and just go, go, go. So I'm going to take these 2 days to chill out. But I found myself a nice little spot up here in a cedar tree where I'm going to do my hang tonight. And it's not the best beach. There's lots of firewood, so it'll be good for tonight. Alright, so here we are at the this rocky beach I've chosen to stay at. Got most of my gear unloaded here behind me. Got the boat resting way up close to land so I can tie it off tonight. And it's sitting on a couple of big pieces of wood, so hopefully the wind doesn't thump it around too much. So off behind me there is Squaw Bay, Bruley Bay, Chippewa Park, Thunder Bay of course. And out behind me here, Pie Island. So let me show you around my campsite a little bit. So just coming back up into the bush here. Got my kayak and stuff in the background. Some of my crap's there. My dry suit and boots and things are drying. And I've got one hammock tree that's been pretty much cleared already. Obviously somebody was here before. But and one more hammock tree here. So we're looking at about a 14-foot spread and just a little bit of a sheltered inlet here. Night number one, maybe night number two, depending on how comfortable I can make it here. So I just got a medium-sized pile of firewood there. My fire pit's off on the side here. So it's the morning of day two. It's probably around 10:30 in the morning, and I just clipped on the weather radio when I first woke up there, and it's reading that we're going to get 25 to 30 knot winds. Yeah, okay, I could have packed up really quick and left this morning. I didn't want to, but for the most part this spot's not too bad. Up where I'm camped is beautiful and dry, so I'm going to stay out here for another day and watch the waves come in. I'm going to take a wander around the island, take some pictures. So I've just made a cheap little Swedish fire torch here, and all a Swedish fire torch is a log, not usually this tall, cut in half and then in half again, split open and just have it being held open with sticks. And you stuff it full of birch bark, you light it up. So this is what she looks like when she gets going. So basically the air gets sucked in from down here in this crack regions. It comes rushing up through the middle of the wood. So as you can see, it burns from the inside out. So yeah, you can put your cup or pot right down on top of that and cook your food. Anyway, that's a Swedish fire torch. Well, it's the morning of day 3 actually, so I've been here 2 nights now, and I've just got all my stuff packed up out of the bush. I'm going to sit around and wait for Chris to show up. And it was a great couple of nights, very quiet. I had a chipmunk in my campsite this morning. That's about the extent of the animals that I saw. Hopefully on to Pie Island, depending on how the wind kicks up.